Hey everyone, welcome back to 996 The Howl. This video is 3 months in the making. I started making it around April at the end of the season, looking at how Dylan Guenther, evolved after his first three NHL seasons. I did that in quotes because he's yet to play a full 82 game season. His first season, he was sent back down to juniors around December, played for Team Canada, scored the golden goal, won the World Junior Championships, and then ended the season in the WHL. The second season, he was injured, missed a bunch of time, only got 45 games played. And then the first season with Utah, again, injured. These injuries weren't major. He got 70 games last season, so he missed 12 games. So it was hard to get all the stats per game. And I kind of just loafed it on it. And then they unveiled the Mammoth, and then they won the lottery, the draft lottery, and then all the draft free agency stuff. Then they trade for Peterka. And then finally, I'm like, I want to learn more about JJ Peterka. I heard he's a sniper. We have our own sniper in Dylan Guenther. What if I just compared these two players in how they are snipers? Because they differ a little bit, but at the end of the day, you watch these two guys' highlight reels last season, and man, do they know how to shoot the darn puck on their stick and off their stick in a blink of an eye. I love it. I cannot wait to see these two players play for the Mammoth, and I'm so excited for fans as well to see these two guys. So Peterka played 77 games last season, and he's about a year and a half older than Guenther. Guenther was 21 years old last season. He's now 22, whereas Peterka was 22, turning 23 in the middle of last season. So Guenther is still 21 years old. There's so many good nuggets in this video, but I call these videos sort of that iceberg meme where you start off with like mainstream stats, goals, assists, points, and then the lower you get in the board, you're kind of like, what even are these stats? So we got power play goals, even strength goals, pretty, easy to understand. Then we got goals per 60 minutes. So it's not even per game. It's the amount of, in 60-minute chunks, how are these players performing? We got points per 60 minutes, shooting percentage, pretty easy. Then we got shots on goal per 60, shot attempts per 60 minutes, shots that missed the net, shots that were blocked per 60 minutes. Then we got the shooting percentage of unblocked shots. So if a shot was fired by one of these guys and it didn't get blocked by a player, it either hits the net or misses the net. So that's the percentage there. Then we got high danger unblocked shot attempts, medium danger unblocked shot attempts, low danger unblocked shot attempts, on ice shooting percentage for the team 5-on-5, and on ice shooting shot attempts percentage, and then on ice shooting percentage for the team when the player is on the ice. So obviously the goals, assists, points, you got to remember Dylan Guenther missed 12 games, so he's pretty on par with Peterka. They both scored 27 goals. So you just inject a 30 goal scorer in exchange for Josh Doan and Kesselring, who were never going to near that 30 goal mark. Power play goals, Dylan Guenther has had his fair share of power play goals. He has his sort of office. He was top 15 in the whole NHL in terms of power play goals. And JJ Peterka, only 6 power play goals. And here's a graphic of how they score on the power play. This is insane. If you have both Guenther and Peterka on your power play, you got sling sharp shooters on each side of the ice. Dylan Guenther loves his left-hand side of the ice. When you're facing the goalie, it's the left side. And then when you're facing goalie on the right side, it's JJ Peterka. But I love the even strength goals by Peterka. I would rather have more even strength goals and power play goals. So it's good you got a mix of snipers here. You got Dylan Guenther, power play specialist, one-timer, who also scores 5-on-5 and even game-winning goals. Guenther was tied for 5th in the league with 9 game-winning goals. Guenther's clutch. I looked at Peterka's overtime goals, game-winning goals. It's not as clutch as Guenther. It was pretty unnoteworthy. Is that even a word? So Dylan Guenther, I feel like he's more clutch. The way these guys shoot as well, there's some minor differences. They're both really good at one-timers. Both of them, the puck is on their blade and off their blade immediately. There's no thinking involved. They both got crazy accuracy. I feel like Guenther is more of a wrist, when he's not one-timing it, when both of these players aren't one-timing the puck. I feel like Dylan Guenther is more of a toe drag sort of slingshot sniper. He loves his wristers, and he's so accurate with his wrist shots. Even when there's a defenseman in front of him, there's a lot of overtime goals where it's like 1-on-2, 1-on-1 with the defenseman, and he's able to toe drag the puck and sort of release it at an angle that just catches a goalie off guard. It's so fast and it's so accurate. Whereas Peterka, I feel his shot is more heavier, and it's a lot of snap shots. Very rarely, maybe 3 goals, you'll see him wrist it, but it's more just like power snaps where he doesn't hold on to the puck, he doesn't drag it. It's like on his stick and it's powered through the goal. Like, so there's so many goals from Peterka where you think the goalie should save it and it just goes right through the goalie. So really excited for that. Goals per 60, Dylan Guenther was first on Utah with 1.36 goals per 60 minutes. Peterka was fourth on the Buffalo Sabres in goals per 60. Points per 60, Dylan Guenther was second on the team with just about 3 points per 60 minutes. And Peterka was second on his team with nearing 3 points per 60 minutes. So we're grabbing like a top 3 player from another NHL team, and this guy's 23 years old. Like this trade, it could be and it should be just a massive trade. I feel like the whole NHL is gonna be like, these guys got away with robbery, the way these two guys shoot the puck, and opposing goaltenders gonna be like, God, there's like 2 snipers on this team. Plus, I gotta worry about a magician in Keller and Schmaltz, some net front presence in Hayden and Krause, Tanev, McBain. Plus, you got defensive, offensive guys like Sergachev who could shoot the puck, Dursey as well. So I feel sorry for opposing goaltenders. Let me go to shots on goal. Well, shooting percentage as well. Peterka's got really high shooting percentages, and sort of what worries me is that 15.5% is a bit unstable. I feel like 12% is about average, 11 to 12% across the league. So I'm more comfortable with Guenther's shooting percentage at around just over 13. 15.6, that's hard to maintain for next season. So that might drop down a little bit. Shots on goal per 60 minutes, Dylan Guenther eclipses Peterka by 3 shots more per 60 minutes. So I'm starting to see with all these stats that Guenther shoots the puck a lot. Like whenever he gets a chance, he doesn't care. This guy's not holding on to the puck. He's not using his speed through the ice. Peterka has a lot of speed, way faster than Guenther. You'll notice that as well if you look at Peterka highlights. A lot of them start with him with speed. And then also a good and high IQ with both these players. Their positioning on the ice, they usually find the quiet areas where they're all alone, uncontested, and they're able to get these shots off quick, fast, and without their shots getting blocked. And also the way they position themselves on the ice on a rush, it's like their stick is positioned all the time to be, if they receive a pass, even if they don't anticipate, if they anticipate, their stick and their body language is always towards the net. So whenever the puck is going to go to them, if it goes to them, it's just on and off the stick immediately. Shot attempts per 60 minutes. Again, Dylan Guenther's got about 6 shots more attempted per 60 minutes. This guy just loves to shoot the puck. And obviously because Guenther's a more volume shooter, he's got more misses per 60 minutes than Peterka, where he's about pretty much the same if a shot misses the net or gets blocked by a player, just about 6.5, whereas Peterka is around 4.5. Then we go to shot unblocked percentage. So because Guenther's a high volume shooter, if a puck is not blocked, what's the percentage of that puck going in? Where it's 8.2%. If the shot's hitting the net, it jumps obviously up to 13. Whereas Peterka, it's higher than Guenther's. If it's unblocked, it's almost 10% of the time going in the net. And then if it hits the net, it jumps up 5.5% to 15.6%. And Guenther leads Utah in shot attempts per 60 minutes. Obviously, Peterka was third on the Buffalo Sabres in shot attempts per 60. And Guenther was fourth in the whole NHL in shot attempts per 60 minutes. And this guy missed 12 games. I mean, the only players in front of him were Philip Forsberg, Brady Tkachuk, and the GOAT, Alex Ovechkin. After re-watching Guenther's goal highlights, I feel like Guenther's the next Ovechkin. I'm saying it right here. Like, he's got his office already. His shot attempts are on par with Ovi. He shoots just as much as Ovechkin as well. And I feel like he's just going to take the mantle from Ovechkin and become the NHL sniper. The way this guy at such a young age of 21 has the confidence to just always shoot the puck and have a pretty good production rate while shooting said puck. Then we go to all these high danger, medium danger, low danger shot attempts. If you watch my videos, sometimes I talk about this, usually in the player video. So high danger is that house area around the crease of the goalie. That's given a value of 3 for a shot. And then the more you come out, it goes to 2. And then around the blue lines, it's like 1. You give a quantity of 1 to a shot. So 1 is low danger, 2 is medium danger, and 3 is a high danger shot closer to the net. So as you go out of the ice, both these players have more shots, but look at this number. And this isn't even per game. This is like the whole season. And Guenther missed 12 games, almost 250 low danger shot attempts. So that means, like, sure, these shots are from far away. They don't have a high chance of going in the net, but just the volume is staggering. He's actually 19th in the league in NHL forwards in low danger shot attempts, and that's with missing 12 games. So if he played those extra 12 games, I could see him being a top 10 NHLer for low danger shots. Guenther just loves to shoot, whereas Peterka maybe obviously more selective and more of a higher chance of the puck going in the net than Guenther. Then we go to on-ice shot attempt percentage, where Guenther, when he's on the ice, this is Corsi as well. So when Guenther's on the ice, and Utah was a great analytical team 5-on-5, which is why this is a great number. Pretty much every Utah forward, like Keller, Cooley, Hayden, Guenther, Schmaltz, they have really high possession quality stats 5-on-5 because they're such a good possession quality team finally in Utah. Whereas Buffalo, obviously low in the standings, under 50%. You want that over 50%, which means you're taking more shot attempts when you're on the ice than your opposition. And I filled in this stat here, on ice shooting percentage, because JJ Peterka led the league in 14.23% of when he's on the ice and his team shoots the puck 5-on-5, it's going in the net almost 14.5% of the time. Whereas when Guenther's on the ice, it's going in the net 9.3% of the time. So it's not an individual stat, it's a team stat. So for whatever reason, when Peterka was on the ice, just Buffalo was scoring a lot more, which is probably why they went out and grabbed JJ Peterka. But that's an unbelievable stat to have, 5-on-5 to lead the league, and you go out and you grab that player. Obviously, Utah had trouble scoring last year, even though Guenther, Keller, Cooley did their best. They were pretty much the only 3 players, and Hayden and Schmaltz were around 20 goals as well. And Sergachev was doing great on the back end, but it was only those players really scoring. You needed that secondary scoring. You just inject another 30 goal scorer. You get some depth in Tanev. Maybe Daniel Boot has a good season. Hopefully Krause, McBain have bounce back seasons. And then on the back end, maybe a better season from Durzi. Sergachev continues his scoring touch, and this team could really come out of their scoring slump. So that's it for me. Hopefully this was an educating and fun video. I'm sure you could tell my excitement and passion for both these players to wear the Mammoth jersey coming up in October. I cannot wait how, like, almost pretty much every game, one of these players is going to score, and it's going to be just put a grin on my face, the way the release and the accuracy and the unbelievable shots. This is going to be a pleasure as Utah fans to see like 2 quality shooters on their team and score goals. And coming from a Coyotes fan for over a decade, from around 2010, 2011, they fought so hard to get a sniper for over a decade, and it never happened until they got Dylan Guenther. Like Ray Whitney, Verbata were like the Coyote snipers, and those names are really old. And then it was like nobody until they finally drafted Guenther. And so as a fan watching pretty much every game, it's like finally We have players who know how to shoot the puck, and it's just so exciting to watch these guys score. So that's it for me. Thank you for watching. If you like what you see, spread the word. And as always, thank you for your support.